How many times have you sat in a presentation where the speaker has been absolutely knowledgeable about their topic, where they've delivered their message with clarity and credibility, and it's felt like they've been talking directly to you? Equally, how many times have you sat in presentations where the speaker's been rambling, it's been unclear what the call to action is, they've looked quite nervous, and you're not sure they really want to be there? The success of a pitch or presentation hinges 100% on the speaker's ability to communicate a message with impact. Sounds easy, but most people don't have access to the simple tools and techniques that make that possible. My name's Antoinette Dale Henderson, and I've developed a series of simple strategies and techniques encapsulated in my book, Leading with Gravitas, which can make a massive difference to your impact when you're delivering presentations and pitches. Today, we're going to explore two very simple strategies that you can apply when you're preparing to deliver a winning pitch and presentation. We're going to break it down into simple structures, and then we're going to look at the simple changes that you can make to your voice to have the impact that you deserve. So firstly, let's think about structures. Most people, when they stand up to present, they've thought about their slides, they've thought about their images, but they haven't really thought about how to structure or signpost their message. My favourite structure, and I use this in emails, I use it in the chapters of my books, I use it when delivering pitches and presentations, and I also use it when communicating in meetings. So that structure is format. And it divides a communication message up into 4 simple sections. And those simple sections answer 4 key questions that any audience is going to be asking themselves when they're listening to you speaking. I'm going to take you through those 4 sections one by one. Firstly, and at the start of any communication message, it's important to start by answering the question, why? And that's not why you want to communicate your message to your audience and why they should listen to you. It's about what's going on in their world. What are their pain points? What are the opportunities that they're facing? If you start by articulating why they should listen to you, you will capture their attention straight away. So the first section of format is why. The second section of format is what, and this is where you share the information, the content of what you want to communicate, the key points that you want to get across. The third section of format is how, and this is where you talk about how they are going to apply what you have shared with them to their own situations. The fourth section of format is what if. And in the what if section, you are talking about the risks of them not adopting what you're saying to them, and then finishing with the benefits. What will be different as a result of them taking on board what you've been sharing with them? So very simply, format stands for why should your audience listen to you? What is it that you're there to communicate to them? How should they apply the points that you've been sharing with them? And what if, the risks and then the benefits of them taking on board what you said. Another really simple structure, and this is brilliant for stopping people interrupting you when you're mid-flow, is to use the numbering technique. So you could say, if someone asks you a question in a meeting, or if you're sharing a point in a presentation or a pitch, that's a great question. Or I'd like to share 3 key points when it comes to this part of my presentation. The first point is this, the second point is that, and then the third point is the other. Now, we love 3s, and our minds are set up to really listen out to the rhythm of information being shared in 3s. Equally, you could say there's 2 main points here that I'd like to share as part of this pitch. Or you could say the one most important message that I'd like you to walk away from this pitch knowing is this. So once you've thought about your structure, it's then easier for you to think about the subtle differences that you can make with your voice that will make a massive impact to how you come across. The mistake that most people make is they rush through their message and they leave their audience behind. So use subtle pauses throughout your communication. Think about the variety in pitching that will convey excitement or energy compared to seriousness and impact. Think about the variety of modulation, and then think about the pauses that you can take that will ensure that you communicate with gravitas. In summary, get the structure right, think about your voice, and you will pitch and present with gravitas.